Alright, what is up guys? It is Robert at Gaming with Me, and as you can tell by the title, it's another year, which means it's been 11 years since I've started this channel, Gaming with Me. Every year I like to look back at the past year, talk a little bit about the future, talk about some of my favorite content that I made over the year, and kind of see the results and look at the results and reflect. So let's do it. I always ramble for these videos. This is just a very personal, almost video, you know, just kind of talking about my baby, my channel that I've put so many hours into in the past year. And let's just get into it. So I was a little bit down. I think I'd have to double check in terms of that, but I feel like in terms of you know, videos that were not vlogs or backlogs or pickups, just those like ones that are off my ideal list, I definitely had less videos that I did for that. But all those that I did do off those ideas that I have off my like Google documents that are just literally a bunch of ideas for content, I think were really good. I really enjoy them a lot, and they're all very unique that I think would be something that people would click on. That they're all either niche topics that could fill a specific niche, or the thumbnail was really good, or the title was good. But as always, nothing quite goes above and beyond, and it's very tough because, you know, YouTube just does not recommend the content. It doesn't spread the content around, and I get it. There's so much content out there, but I feel like there's plenty of content out there that you watch that you're like, yeah, I mean, I definitely could do that similar amount of views or numbers if people just knew about it, if people just saw it. Like, guess the video game from a screenshot. That was totally from an idea from Smosh Games. It wasn't like an original idea that I thought myself, but I saw Smosh Games do it. They shared this website. I'm like, oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I would love to do a video like that, because why not? But you know, it doesn't even get what, 2% of the views, maybe 1% of the views that yeah, definitely 1% of the views that they got. They get like 100,000 views or something in sitting here with 50. But I think the screenshot that I picked, the question marks, my face, and all that, you know, I think it would culminate to something that people would click. But unfortunately, that's not exactly the case. As always, I think it has like 50-something views. It has 54 views as of today, which is very typical for the channel. If it's not like a specific type of video, like a reaction or merely kind of the vlogs I've been doing. But it's unfortunate. I really enjoyed doing the video regardless. You know, in the end of the day, you know, you hope things perform better, as always. But I enjoyed doing the video a lot. I really like the screenshot stuff. It's something that I just enjoy doing. Like, I will just do it on a random day. I'll just do a few of them because they're very fun, and it's just cool to see how many video games you know based off screenshots, and it was fun. This was one that I thought for sure would do better, although it did do good in terms of my channel, which is let's eat the Super Mario Oreo because I'm hungry. You know, it's got that very title that is just very like straightforward, that gets the clicks. It's at 118 views right now, which is actually really good for my channel personally. That's actually quite good. Realistically, you know, it's a shame because 118 views in the grand scheme of things, you know, pretty low, but for my channel that's pretty good. And it's got a, you know, good simple thumbnail that I think is that people would click on, but you know, it really just depends on how far YouTube pushes it. I do notice that they do push my videos after a certain point, and then it just kind of drops off, and that's understandable. It probably doesn't get the same amount of clicks, or that's just like, that's my channel range. Just share it to a few thousand people, and that's it. You know, and maybe if something gets more views or something, I don't know, search results. But in terms of just like suggesting a video, they do like the few thousand, and then they cut it off. And probably because of my channel size, it's like, that's your audience, that's what we're gonna give you. Unless you grow, we're not gonna give you any more. But I'm like, well, that's how you grow, is by you sharing the videos. But whatever. It's just one of those ideas where it's just like, oh, they got Super Mario Orios, let's see all of them. It is a specific niche that, in my opinion, is video game history. You know, that's like, oh, these Super Mario Orios, you know, and now they're forever documented. on my channel to the end of time, and it's stuff that I personally would like to watch, that I like. Finally, I have to talk about Nintendo Week, and I put remembering Nintendo Week and how I was almost on it. Love that video, you know, because I love Nintendo Week, and I got to finally share that personal story on how I went to the New Super Mario Bros. Wii celebration and was almost on Nintendo Week. Another video that I think is an evergreen title that I feel like would get views over time. Again, very specific niche. There's not a ton of videos out there about Nintendo Week, just about it. You know, there's more just showing Nintendo Week episodes, but not really discussing it and going in depth or how someone was almost on it. It's a very specific thing. And that has over time gained views. Right now it's like at 85 views. Again, nothing crazy, but for my channel it's actually pretty good. And it's been, you know, few views here and there, so it will slowly climb up the ranks, which is good. My college essay on video games is one that I think it's, again, you know, it's unfortunate. I don't want to keep repeating it, but all these videos, you know, you try to think, well, you know, there's certain videos that you think you're gonna do better than others, and these are ones that I'm like, all right, well, you get that niche, you get that idea, like, I really think this could go higher than the typical hundreds some views. My college essay on video games did perform better. It's at 153 views currently, and it does get views over time. But with the thumbnail holding the thing that says my college essay and the background being a school and stuff, I just, like, unfortunately, again, I think in reality it just comes down to YouTube has to luckily push it. If you don't get luck on your side, where the algorithm is like, you know what, let's pick this one to really push, you just don't get it. It's just, that's realistic. That's realistically what happens. You know, people that searched it have maybe clicked on it, but you know, it's a very specific niche that I mean, you must see all the time on your suggested. You'll be watching some video, then there's a very specific topic video that's on your sideboard that has a ton of views, hundreds of thousands, and the channel itself maybe has a few thousand or maybe 100,000. It's like it's outgrossed their amount of subscribers. That's because it was just a very specific topic, you know, that YouTube was like, yeah, we'll push this one. And it's like, okay, YouTube, cool. But that's unfortunately never really happened to me like that. And but I feel like all these type of videos are videos that could one day do that, and maybe 3 years down the road, just like how often you get YouTube videos that recommend it to you and they're from 11 years ago, you're like, damn, and all of a sudden they get pushed. Maybe one day a few of the videos would do it and culminate, I don't know. But it is a video I like because it is cool to go into the my college, how I didn't care for school and all that, but I got to write about video games, and it was talking about E3. Got to combine it in a more edited version of that, and it's almost like an audio book. You could kind of, or like, well, it's not really an audio book, you're watching it, but I got the vlogs from E3 with some music in the background, and it just thought it came out pretty good. Another one that I thought would get more views: American guesses the states on a U.S. map. This is one that I had an idea of. You know, it's a gaming related in the sense that it's a flash game, essentially a trivia flash game where you just guess the names of the U.S. states on a map. And I knew I was gonna be horrible at it. It's got like 56 views, so it's just like the typical video for the channel. And I'm like, man, like that's one that if you look up anything, blah blah blah, guesses, whatever, these things got millions of views. And you think if you get 1%, right, 1% of that, you have way more than 57 views. But it's just unfortunate because, you know, I you put Texas, New York. I knew it's Texas, but you put the basics, so it's kind of like, what dumbass would think New York is on Texas? And that's why I did that. But it did not get the more views. Again, I guess it didn't get pushed, I guess. Didn't go up their search results. Maybe it's just because of a more competitive video title. I don't know, but it could be multiple. It could be all those factors, right? And that's just how that is. But I do enjoy that video. That's a pretty funny video. You know, I've always said I don't really think it matters. Like if you know like things on a map, I think it's just super pointless knowledge for me. I know some people are like, what? that's pointless. How's that pointless? And I'm like, because I don't live in Oklahoma and I don't care what's going on in Oklahoma like that. You know what I mean? Like, now I don't care what's going on in Oklahoma. I don't care about the outline of a shape on a map that it says Oklahoma. Like, that is pretty low on my priority list of things to fill up with knowledge. But yeah, I enjoy the video. I've always had it written down on my YouTube idea list. I think it would be funny, and I think it came out pretty funny. Then I started testing out the vlogs, which was an entire day at Universal Studios and Halloween Horror Nights 2023. And that did perform better. I think it's because it's a very unique video on the channel, so even subscribers may click on it a little bit more. But also, it was a trending topic at that point. That was when Halloween Horror Nights started. I went like almost the first 2 weeks it came out or whatever, and I did an entire day there. So I vlogged this huge thing. I think the thumbnail is clickable with the 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. You show hi, then oh, with the with the difference, and you have the guy in the background. And I mean, again, for my channel, it's done better by 136 views. That is better than my typical videos. And yeah, I mean, look, I was really trying to. I did that before because I knew I was going to Japan and I wanted to vlog every day in Japan, but I had to make sure it works out. So I was working out the kinks there. So the audio is not 100% amazing at times because I didn't have a specific mic that was good for all directions and stuff, and it was different cameras. So I was testing it out, and it's a fun video. I love Universal Studios, so it was cool to document my day there and literally go on every attraction, you know what I mean? So I was there from literally 8 a.m. to 2 a.m. almost damn near 24 hours in that park, and it's so fun. Love that. And it's a really fun video. I really enjoyed it a lot. It's a very unique video on the channel, and then it became, all right, we could do the Japan vlogs, which, yeah, I'll talk about some of the Japan vlogs. That's what a large portion of the last few months have been these Japan vlogs, and we still got another like 7, and people have been enjoying it, man. They've definitely done really well. They've ranged from, like, the highest is the Tokyo Disney Sea, Disney's most unique park in the world, Japan vlog. The pretty nice photo, 174 views. Definitely better before. That's the biggest number we said so far, right? But again, I still thought, Japan vlogs, I'm like, maybe they do them better. That's why I keep putting the words Japan vlog in the title, especially because people will look up Japan vlog. That's why I try to, as much as keywords I can in the descriptions and in the title. But unfortunately, it comes down to it. I'm gonna say it again. YouTube just doesn't push it as much. They might push it a little bit more if it's better performing, like the Tokyo Disney Sea, but at some point they cut it off because they gotta move on to another video. They gotta move on to someone else's Japan vlog or something. I'm guessing that's what it is. That's what I'm assuming. Someone has a better click-through rate. Someone has a better, I don't know if that really would affect anything. Watch time, something that really pushes them to, all right, we got to start pushing this a little bit more. But I've been loving uploading the Japan vlogs. Like, this is, I had a completely different idea. I was going to do specific things. It was going to probably be like 4 or 5 videos. It's going to be like the thrills of Japan. So I was going to talk about all the theme parks, the food of Japan, blah blah blah, the culture of Japan, show like shrines and temples and stuff. But I'm glad I'm doing just the daily vlogs, because if I did the thrills of Japan, these things would be hours long, and not as cohesive because it'd be different days and everything. I like it better just the once a day, and it's just been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun sharing my dream vacation with people out on the internet. And it's cool because I will always have that for myself to the end of time. When I'm 65 years old, I could go back and look at my footage of Japan. It's awesome. And it's just a lot of fun. I do the consistent where every time I'm about to say Japan, cut it and I'll have the boom, Japan, day 2 or whatever, But again, YouTube's weird because I had one video, it was Exploring Nico's Edo Wonderland. It was my lowest performing video by far in the last 10 videos. And all of a sudden it shot up to the best performing. And it makes no sense. It's just like, again, if you look at the impressions, it goes from like a few hundred impressions, and then it blasted to a few thousand like 7 days later, and I'm like, what? Wouldn't it be at the beginning? But I don't know. That's what's strange about YouTube. It just what? Then we also did have the Vegas vlog, because I did go to Vegas, and I was like, well, you know what, the Sphere, Omega Mart, so I'm like, the Sphere is a very trendy topic kind of thing, and not as many people are going as well as just looking it up. So I did put that in the title, had it in the background, and it did 90 views. I mean, again, better than again, the average you can say by a few, but like, come on, man. And like, people would like that vlog, and they would, I show off the Sphere pretty well, and just, damn, man, come on, YouTube, push me up a little bit, get a few thousand views for a video. Come on, man. Because, man, you look at the Sphere, people got millions of views, millions, thousands. And I'm like, 90. And I'm like, come on, dude. Oh, what do you got against me, YouTube? I know I see you helping me. You be recommending the content at times. It is what it is. But like, I love to see the comparison of like the person that has like thousands of views, that has maybe a similar subscriber base. I like to see the difference in click-through rate and watch time and all that type of stuff, and maybe see what happened, or is it just pure luck? Realistically, it's going to be more luck based in a way, but I guess, I don't know, it is what it is. Another awesome video that I did was with my good friends Legend of Retro and Clocked, which is the ultimate Mario Kart 8 deluxe track bracket that is right now at 72 views, and it's a 5-hour video. This is a video that, again, I thought would do a lot better, because it is such a specific niche, and it also is at the end of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe lifespan, and also it's the only track bracket like on the internet, on YouTube, so it is a unique ass video. Everyone ranks it, but not many people do brackets, and brackets get views in general. So I'm like, alright, maybe we might fill a little niche there. No, and you're like, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a video that I know over time will get more views, like years after, but not unless something happens, not like the thousands of views or tens of thousands or 100,000s. It's you're just like, what happened? Come on. At this point, this is what I'm always saying every time I see a video. Every time I upload a video, I'm like, what happened? Come on. Because this is a great video. It's a really entertaining discussion on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We're breaking down all these videos. It took me so long to make. I mean, you gotta understand, I recorded every single track. We did the 5-hour discussion. I had to edit that whole 5-hour discussion, and I mean, weeks worth of stuff to do. It's a large ass video. It's the largest on my channel by far. It's a great video, and I'm proud of it. But view-wise, you're like, come on. And last but not least, let's talk about, I would say, my baby, which is back at the backlog. I love doing these. I fell off a bit because of GT San Andreas the other year. The past 2 years I've fallen off of the consistency of back at the backlog, which is super unfortunate. I didn't want that to happen, but I gotta be realistic with myself. I've been like every month now, but earlier last year I definitely missed like a month here, a month there. That adds up to being technically behind. It's not the biggest a deal. Most people don't give a shit, but I do. I do care about that. I would like to have it always once a month. But I've enjoyed doing these videos so much, and they're always consistent pretty much of what they get, which is very average for my channel. Some do a little bit better, some do not as well. But at the end of the day, these are, I believe, evergreen videos. They always will consistently get a few views every so often. But I love doing it. It flexes my creativity. You know, I always love, you know, I'm writing a script, I'm playing a game, I'm recording, I'm doing voiceover. You know, there's so much to one video back of the backlog. It takes so long to do them. It really, 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 really does. And I love doing them. I love doing them. The skits are always a bunch of fun to do. I try to think outside the box for all these skits to kind of work in tandem with the games. Sometimes I try to get a little bit more serious on it, like the Klonoa one, talking to this shadow who is stuck in this one world, and how it kind of relates to us as human beings, kind of contained into this world, which is Earth. You know, we really are contained to this box. It's a very big box, but we are contained to this box. I saw that, you know, is a little bit too serious for a Klonoa back of the backlog? Maybe, but I enjoy doing it. But of course, there's a bunch of comical ones. Anytime I include my grandfather, like the Call of Duty one, super fun. You know, he's reflecting back on his times, and all he's doing is talking about Call of Duty. And we're like, bro, hold on a second, you're literally talking about this game. The Pokemon Sun and Moon, you know, doing the what's that Pokemon type thing. I love that. It's super funny. I thought to just making up random names for these characters, just improv it. I think it's a very fun thing. Echo the Tides of Time, bringing Gonza the Catholic Killer, and just this new character. I just had a lot of fun. Just bought a dolphin online and let's go crazy with it. Paper Mario Sticker Star was a lot of fun to feature my boy Clocked It and my boy Retro. And Clocked It pulls off a hilarious performance. He could really move his eyes and really with his face, and he does some really funny ass delivery that I think works so perfect. How, you know, he all he wants is a capybara sticker. There's just so much to that. It's so damn good. And that we capped off the season and we started a new season. We had a Spyro the Dragon, Far Cry 2, and the latest Super Princess Peach. The Far Cry 2 one I love. I love the whole, I mean, that took a while. Really just brainstorming and creating a whole story at a Kluzanka Peninsula. You know, this thing that doesn't exist, but I made it up, and Finn goes there and he has to nuke the whole place, and I'm literally just photoshopping things in, putting like tape as if we're talking about it, and he's taping down these photos to talk about this story with the sad things when his friend dies, and I love that. I think it's so cool. And so far, the Super Princess Peach one, I thought because it's Nintendo, you know, and also because the new Princess Peach Showtime's coming out, it would perform a little bit better, but right now it's like my worst performing video out of the last 10. And also I keep losing views. That doesn't even make sense. YouTube, what does that even mean? Like, it was like the 7th best performing video, then it went down to the 10th because it lost like 6 views, like just literally wiped out. How does that happen? Like, what was fake about those views? What happened? I don't understand. You know, on one page it shows them, on the other page it doesn't show them, it removes them. Which one's the real one? I don't really know, and that makes it very confusing for me. You know, YouTube, I'm like, hello, why are views getting wiped out? Like, what happened? What exactly happened? I don't know, because unless some person in the world is using a view bot on my videos, I would be like, your view bot in 6 views? What the fuck is that? That doesn't even make sense. So I know that's not the case. You know, I would understand if it went to like 1 million views and all of a sudden it wiped out. Oh, someone bought views or something. I don't know. You know, but realistically, I know that's not the case. So I'm curious as to what triggers it to remove a video. Did someone watch only 1 second of it and they're like, yeah, we're not counting that? I don't know. I have no clue. Because they don't really count views until you watch, I believe 30 seconds of a video anyway. So it's like, what happened? I don't know. I'm not sure. And that's been happening a few times now. You know, I'll have a few views. I'll wake up. I'm like, all right, let's see how many more views we've got. And it went down by like 2. And you're like, what? How does it go down? That doesn't even make sense. And you're like, damn. And the Super Princess Peach one went down by like 6. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, come on, man. You're killing me here. So go watch that video if you haven't already. It's a great video. I really enjoy it. Pretty funny, the ending, and it also gets a little serious also. or I guess you could say kind of serious, but I like the idea of toads. Like, what are toads? You know, when you start to break it down, you're like, well, what are they? I'm like, they really are kind of insects in a way. They're kind of just made, other than, you know, the character ones like Captain Toad and Toadette and stuff. Like, who are toads, man? What are they? I don't get too crazy into it like that, but I was just thinking as I was making it, I'm like, wait, what are these guys, man? What are these toads actually? You know, it's just funny. There's no female toads. Do they just reproduce by themselves? Are they made in a factory? What is going on? But you know, that's just could be a whole video on itself, to be honest with you. But yeah, I still love doing the back of the backlogs. You know, I love just being able to share my thoughts on a game that came out a while ago. Love doing it, and we'll continue to always do it. I'm looking forward to doing more of them. I just enjoy the hell out of it. But yeah, that was my past year. You know, I still had other stuff like the reactions, the anticipated videos, the video game pickups we're still doing, and they're still doing fine. This year, for the next few months, we're still going to be doing a lot of vlogs. Obviously backlogs, I got pickups, stuff like that. And then hopefully some other different type of videos. But yeah, I as you can see, my big thing with YouTube is just like, what cracks it and what cracks it. You know, I feel like there's plenty of videos on this channel that have a very clickable thing. And you just look at the number of impressions and stuff, and you're like, well, that's the case. If it's not shown to anybody, how can it be clicked, right? And I get it, there's just so much competition. It's just really is based on luck. If maybe one person didn't watch it as much as they watched a different video and they pushed the other video, something, you know, and that just pushes the other video, another video, and another video compared to yours. And it's tough a pill to swallow that you're all based around this magical algorithm. But hey, man, I'm having fun doing YouTube. I enjoy the hell of it. I actually started uploading it again on the Movies with Me channel. Go check that out. All I'm doing is like a monthly thing, kind of like my video game pickups, but instead of with my movies, talk about the movies I've seen in the past month. But yeah, I still enjoy doing this. Of course, like it's 11 years. I wouldn't not be enjoying doing this if I was doing it for 11 years. But I think it's let me think. I think it's 14 years. I think when it hits 14 years, it'll be half my life, this channel. So we still got a few more years for that, but I mean, I've been doing YouTube like since 2010 on a different channel. So yeah, it's been more than half my life already. Literally more than half my life. I was 11. I'm now 25. But I started this channel in 2013. So I was 14. I'm now 25. Wow. Damn, a quarter of my life. Look, at the end of the day, I love doing YouTube. Love this. Love creating content. If it was a different platform, it wouldn't matter to me. I just like making videos. I like making content. I like creating, you know, I love doing it. Video editing, writing, scripting, voiceover, recording, playing games, you know, writing about games, whatever it is. I enjoy the hell of it. Talking about games. That's why we do it. Love games. Have a huge passion for it. But obviously, you know, you mix in the Japan vlogs, do stuff like that, spruce up the channel, change it up a little bit, get some different things. There's a lot of gaming stuff on the Japan vlogs anyway. But it's, you know, it's about me, about gaming with me. You know, so it's just about, you know, following, documenting my gaming life, and you know, I guess my personal life in general with some of the, like I said, the vlogs, but it's all interconnected in my mind personally. But yeah, so that'll be it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around for however long you've been here. If you're new, thank you. Thank you for watching all this. Most people will not get to the end of this video. And if you have got to the end of this video, I appreciate you a lot for just sticking with my rambling. I gotta get these thoughts out somewhere. And what better way to share my YouTube thoughts is on my YouTube channel. So, yeah. I'll see you guys next time. I'll see you in another year for this one. It'll be 12 years. We'll see where we're at. hopefully the future, you know, 1 video pops off, 2 video pops off. That's the hope, that's the dream. But if it never happens, I'll keep making stuff anyway. So yeah, see you guys next time. Peace.
Trying to change perspective, subliminal, game left an impression. So here we go, with that piece of flow, pierce the ears and soul. I've been so fucking happy but still stuck in a rut. Mine has these fucking moments where it's stuck in the mud. Every month fearing the budget, uploading here just for nothing. No one is seriously love it, but no one's here.